Today I will discuss the while loop and do while loop. Okay, so last day we have seen that the definition of loop here. So loops are used to repeat a block of code. Okay, for example, if you want to show a message 100 times, and then you can use a loop. But in the today class we will see the while loop. So this is the syntax of the while loop. Here you see this is the syntax of while loop. So here while, and then give the conditions over here, and then the body of the loop. So let's see this how this is span here. So here the while loop here, and this is the condition you have given over here, and then the condition is here. You see this the syntax. Okay, here you give the syntax and the coding over here. So this is how that the while loop is performed. So but the loop must have three ingredient there. One is the start or the initial positions or initialization there, initializations, and then the condition, and then the iteration here, or the that means how the loop will reach to its conditions. Okay, so here I have just mentioned here the condition here. So let's see once more the for loop. As yesterday I have discussed like this. If I want to print from 1 to 10, how will I print it? So here 1 to 10 here, then I plus plus here, and then system dot out dot println I. Now here you see this I equal to 1, I less than equal to 10, and I plus plus. So this is the initial position, this is the condition, and this is the iteration. So if I want to convert this loop into while loop, so how will I do that? So first of all, the initial position I have to mention this the outside of the loop, and then here the condition part here, just I less than equal to 10 here, and like here system dot out dot println I here, and here you see these the iterations here. You have to put here iteration here. So so here you see this the here I equal to 1 here. So here I have mentioned the I here just outside the loop, and the while loop here inside the while loop here, the condition here, the I less than equal to 10. So you see this the same here, and then the iteration part. So this will perform the same as this loop. Okay, this is how the while loop will perform. But what is the difference between the for loop and while loop, or why should we use while loop if for loop are there already there? There may be a questions. But here the while loop, we will use while loop when we don't know how many times or how many number of times the loop will execute. Here I know that it is it will run here 10 or 20 or 25 or 100, and here also I have just seen here that this is it will run this loop say less than equal to 10 times. But say there is a scenario like say user enter number 1 by 1 here, say user enter number 5, and then add that number into the sum here, the sum variables, and then 6, then 8, then 9, then when will it stop? That is there is a condition called if user plays -999, then the loop will exit. So this is the conditions. But when this type of things there, that we don't know when user will press -999, then we will use the while loop. So it is easier here to use the while loop. Actually we can also do the same thing here also, but instead of using for loop over here, we use here while loop. Okay, Let's first run one program over here. So now first I'll create the package over here, and we have done this day 1, day 2, day 3. So today is day 4. Now here I have to create first the package here, the Java, and now I'll write one class over here for just mentioning the while loop here, and I have to put this the main method. Now I'll write here both the for loop and the while loop both. Okay, so here I'll just mention int I here, and then I'll here give the for loop example. Okay, and the same I'll convert that into while loop. So here I equal to 1, and I want to print that from 1 to 10. So here I less than equal to 10, and then I plus plus. So I'll give this and then I'll sys out and then I, and then I'll give one space over here. So this is the for loop, and then the same thing I'll put it here in the while loop, and then I will do some program that will differentiate between the for loop and while loop. But let's here see this while loop example over here. So here I have converted this loop into while loop. So here you see this the initial position over here and the conditional position in between this initial and the iterations. So here, so I have mentioned the initial iteration here equal to I equal to 1, and then while, then I have put here I less than equal to 10 here, and then sys out, you just type sys out and press control space. It will print the entire line here, the entire system.out.println. So here I'll put it here again, the plus sign, and I'll just delete this println, and here I'll mention only a dummy print over here, because if I'll not print it here, it will print the entire thing in one line. Okay, now let's here I have to mention this, the iteration over here. Here I have to mention over here I plus plus. Now the program is okay. Let's run it. So here you see that's the both the output is same here. Both the output is same. So this is the while loop and this is the for loop. And you know these both loop are entry control loop. Okay, it's all this entry, because it will check it. Say if I'll give here 11, so what will happen here? You see here what will happen. It will only print the for loop, not the while loop, because here already it become false here. Okay, so that is why it is entry control loop. Now say I want to add a number like say I have one programs over here. So here you see this is the flowchart with the while loop. It's first enter into the conditions. Here test condition. If it is false here, then it's terminate loop, and if it is not false, then it will do the loop, body of the loop, and then again test the condition, and it will test till the condition become false here. So here I have done the same programs there. So here another programs I am taking over here. So already I have created that programs. So let's I'll just copy this. Actually there is an options which will modify this. मैंने record में नहीं लगाया. Now see this program here. So the loop will exit. That is here the condition you see that if the number is greater than equal to 0, then the loop will remain active. But if I'll give here minus value here, then loop will be false here. So here let's run this program here. Run as here. So now here I am entering 5, then 6, then say 8, then 7, then 4. Now I am entering here minus 6 here, or minus any value. Now when I input this minus value, and when I input this minus value, so it will you see this when I'll put here minus 6 value, so here the loop will exit. So this is the main applications of while loop here. So when we don't know when the loop will exit, so you will use the while loop here. Okay. Now I will explain one more programs over here. Say suppose if user enter say a number here, say user enter say 143. Now if user want that the number the digit of this number has to be added, so here 3 4 1 here, so 3 plus 4 plus 1 here it is 3 plus 1 plus 1 equal to, so here you will see this it is 8 here. Now if user say place here in number say 500 or 5528, now the addition of this the digit here, so you see there 3 digit here, and here then user again enter the 4 digit number, so it will add this to 8 to 10, and then 5 15 and then 5, so it will be give me 20. So how will I do that? So here say if I put a number over here 143, and then I'll take one variable here 0 sum. Okay, and then I'll pass this number. So this is the initial point here 143 here. So here 143 is the number here, so I'll pass this number through the while loop. Okay, through the while loop. Now here and I'll give this condition the not equal to 0, so it will goes till the number becomes 0 here. So this is the not equal to, this is exclamations and equal to 0, that means not equal to. Now I'll so what will I do here? I have to take this 3 first 3, and then it will add to this sum 3, and then I'll take it out 4, and then it will add 4, and then I'll take this out 1, and then it will, so it will give me the 8 here. So how will I do that? Say there is a obviously remainder will be there, so how will I take this number? So I have to divide 13 percentage 10 here. Okay, percentage 10, so you see this percentage 10, so when you divide it percentage 10, the remainder will be 3 here, because percentage will give you the remainder. Okay, so here I'll say I'll take a variable here and give here num percentage 10 here. So in A it will be 3, in A it will be 3, and this will be added in sum equal to sum plus A here, and then I have to get rid of this 3. So what will I do here? I have to divide by 10. So this is the integer division, so it will give me 14.3. So obviously this is then my number is in int here, so only 14 will be left in the num num here. So here say num equal to num divided by 10 here. So now the num contain here 14, and then here 14 is 14 equal to 0, no, it is 14 equal to not 0. So here again the 14 percentage 10 over here 14 here, and then it will give me 4 remainder, and then it will add this. The previous number is 3, and then 3 plus 4 here is 7. Then here 14, then it will come over here 14 by 10 here, so it will give me 1.4, but here instead because it is the number is int, so point value will not be taken, so only 1 will be remain here. And then number equal to 0, no, it is not 0. Now here 1 percentage 10, so 1 percentage 10 will give the remainder 1, and then it will add here sum. So previous value of sum is 7 and the present value is 1, so it will be 8 here, and then the num value, so num here 1 divided by 10, so it will be 0.1. so you see this 0 will be come in the num. So when it goes to here num equal to 0, yes, num equal to 0, now it will come out, and you just print it here system.out.println. So it will give you 8 here. So let's do this program here. I will create another program, class, and while loop sum of digits, and give here the public static void main, just check it out. And now give here scanners will automatically here input here. Now here I'll give this sc equal to new, and then scanner system.in, and then I have to define 3 variables here. Okay, I have to define 3 variables. Int num and sum equal to 0. I'll just initialize the value over here, and then the remainder, so I'll take another variable a here. Now here sys out and enter a number. I'll take this as a prompt here, and then num equal to sc dot next int. Now just this num I will pass it out in the num variables here, the num variable, and this is the not equal to 0. So this is the looping here. Now a equal to num percentage 10, and then sum equal to sum plus a, and then num equal to num divided by 10. Now here I'll just print it out here, sys out, and I'll write here sum equal to sum. Let's run it here. I'll give any number of digit here. So say first of all I'll just put here say 2 number digit, okay, 56. So what will be the addition of these 5 and 6? So it will be 11. You see this? Now again you run it. Now I'll give this 3 digit number here. So here programmer don't know how many digits number user will enter here. Now here say 965 here, so what will be the add of 965 here? So 9 plus 6 is 11, 5 plus 6 is 11, and say 11 plus 9 is 20. Now again I'll give here say 5 digit number here. So let's input the 5 digit number. So here what will be the addition? So 8 plus 7 is it's 15. 15 plus 4 is 19. 19 plus 5 25 na? Yeah, 25 is the number. So you see that so here I don't know that when user will put the what kind of digit here, digited number here, 1 2 digit, 4 digit, 5 digit, 6 digit is not. So at that moment you use the while loop. Okay, here you can also use the for loop, but while loop is easier to implement over here. So this is the while loop programs here. So we have seen this the while loop, and then there is a do while loop also. There is a do while loop also. Here the do while loop basically is an exist control loop. Okay, if the loop is big, if the loop is in the starting is false, but it will enter one times. Okay, it will enter one times. So here the do while loop is similar to while loop. However, the body of do while loop is executed once before the text expression is checked. For example, like this here, it will enter. There is no check here and the top here. Check will be at the end of the line here. So here the do while loop here. It states condition. If it is true, then it will do, and if it is false, then it will come out from the loop here. So let's do the same programs in do while loop here. Do while loop, the same programs I will just copy this from here to here, the entire things, and I'll do the same thing in the do while loop here. But where exactly do while loop is used? Basically do while loop will execute do while loop execute to where there is a menu type of menu driven program is there. Okay, so here do while loop examples. Say let's I'll give this do while loop examples, and I'll put it here the entire thing, and yeah, now here the do while loop here, the same thing here, but I'll make this do here and then put it here the while. Okay, so here the condition I'll just reverse it. Okay, the condition is reverse it. So it will say if I'll give here minus, so it will do. Here it is 0. If it is, say if I'll give any number that is 0, say let's print one thing over here, so that check over here says I'll just check test here. So inside do while loop, inside do while loop. So let's I'll give one the same here, like say 1 2 3. So what is the it is the 6 here, so it will print 3 times because 3 times the while loop executes. Now let's I'll give here just 0. Okay, so 0 means it will be false. So you see the sum is 0, but yes, the loop will insert once here. Okay, but if I'll do the same thing over here, if I'll do the same thing over here, what will happen here? What will happen here? If I'll give the 0 here, it will give the 0. So let's here also I'll enter here just inside the loop here. Just see the difference. Okay, see the difference. So if I'll here run it run as the so I'll just put it here, condition A become false here, so 0 here. So you see this, it will not print here, it will not print the inside loop. But if I'll put some other number other than the say I'll give here say 36. So 36, the addition of 6 3 is 9. The addition of 6 3 is 9. Oh, actually I have to put it here. यहाँ पर आ गया 1 minutes. Okay, let's run it again. See, if I'll put it here 36, so it will give me 2 times inside the loop. But if I'll give here 0, if I'll give the 0, that means the loop become false, so it will not print the inside the loop. So loop will it will not enter inside the loop if the condition become false here. Okay, so that's why it is entry control loop and this is the exit control loop. I think you people understood the concept behind the do while loop. Okay. So one more example of while loop here. Say a palindrome number. Okay. Now what is a palindrome number? कोई बोल सकता है? Anybody? What is a palindrome number? Anybody know what is a palindrome number? Hello.
देखिए सर इसलिए बोले कि हम और तो दिखा दी.
See here a palindrome number, say if a number is say it is a 121, when I reverse it, it become 121 remain. So when the reverse of the original number is same, then that number is called a palindrome number. Is that clear? Now I'll write these programs over here, and so here num equal to 120. Just I'll take this number as this here, and then another variables I'll take here 0, that is the reverse here, and then I'll put it here while num not equal to 0. Now here equal to num percentage 10. So I'll this num percentage 10, that means it will take this 1 here, and then I'll take it here reverse. So first of all I'll just write it and then I'll explain it here, and let me just do it. Okay, यहाँ पर I have to take this number into num1 equal to num, because num1 is become num here becomes 0, so I have to check it out the original number here. So that original number is saved in num1. So here rev equal to num1, and if it is this this number and the reverse number is same, then that is called a palindrome number. Okay, sys out. So I'll just write in small here, so it's a palindrome number, and else sys out not palindrome. So what is happen here, let's see. So first of all here when I'll divide this num percentage 10, that means here 121. See guys carefully here once again. So when I'll do this, here you see the null percentage sign here. So here 121 percentage cent, so it will give me 1. Is that clear? Now here reverse. So reverse here equal to, first time it reverse is equal to 0 here. 0 into 10 plus 1. Now the reverse contain here 1, okay, and then num, this 121 divided by 10, so this become 12, okay, because 12.1, that point 1 will be removed. This is the first iteration. Then the second iteration here, the now num is 12 here, the 12% is 10. Now the remainder is 2 here, okay, the remainder is 2 here. Now I'll give this reverse. So here the reverse here value is 1, so 1 into 10 equal to plus 2 here, so it will be 1 into 10 plus 1 into 10 become 10 plus 2 here 12. Now here it is 12, and then num here 12 divided by 10, so this is here the last num here, and when I'll divide it by 10 it will become 1.2. so 1.2 will not be here, 1 will be there, because 0.2 will be removed here. Then the third iteration here, so now here a equal to, now here num equal to 1, so 1 percentage 10 here, the remainder is 1 here, and then the reverse value is, the previous reverse value is 12, so 12 into 10 plus 1 here, so 12 into 10 is 120 plus 1, it become 121, and then num equal to 1 divided by 10, so it become 0.1, so 0 will be remain here. So now here num equal to 0, so it just come out from the loop here, and then it will check with num here 0, then I'll check it with the num 1 here, and num 1 also contain num the 121 here. So in reverse it is 121 here, you see this, in reverse it is 121 equal to num 1, then it is a palindrome number, otherwise it is not a palindrome number. Let's see in the Eclipse. Okay, one more program over here, so I'll just write another class here, and the class name I'll write here palindrome number, and I'll put this click here, public static void main, and first of all I'll write the scanner class sc equal to new, system dot in, and then I'll define the variable here num1 and reverse equal to 0, and then there is another variable a. Now here I'll sys out, so give a prompt here, enter a number, and just put this number here, num equal to sc dot next int, and this number I have put it in num1, okay. I'll just assign this num to num1 because num become 0 over here. So while num not equal to 0, now here a equal to num percentage 10 reverse into 10 plus a, and then num equal to num divided by 10. Now here you see this it will find it find the reverse number over here, and then I'll check it here with the if condition here, if num1 equal to reverse. Okay, you will not check this num, okay, with num1, If we check this num, then obviously num here becomes 0 here, so you have to check this num1. Then I'll check it here. So if it is equal to, then that number is called the palindrome. So I'll give this a 145. So the reverse of 145 is 541. So this is not a palindrome number. So let's give another number here. So I'll give this say 151 here. So obviously 155 is reverse is 155, so it is a palindrome number. Okay. Now here Java break statement. So what break statement will do, when break statement encounter in the loop will exit at that moment of time here. You see this, there is a program over here. So here the loop will run till 10. Okay, it's start with the I1 and then it will run till 10, and but there is a problem here. So if here if I equal to 5, then it will break the loop. So it will print what? It will print 1 2 3 4. Okay, and it will print till 4, and then after 4 it will not print here. So that's why the break statements, whenever break statement encounter, it will break from there. Now let's see, this is here there is one example here, the break statement here. So I'll write it here, the break class here. So I'll put it here and class name here, break example, base example, int here, and then I'll start executing the loop with I equal to 1, and then I less than equal to 10, and then I plus plus, and then if I equal to 4 here, if I equal to 4, then what will happen here? It will break. It will break. Otherwise it will print the value. Sys out and I. Let's run this program. So what is the problem here? Okay, I have not given semicolon here. Okay, now run it here. You see this 1 2 3. So when the 4 will reach, so from that point, because after checking it, this that value will be printed, but here it will print 1 2 3. But when the I become 4, so here it is check I is 4 here, then it is break here. So after break it will just break from the loop here. Okay, so I think is it clear? I think it is very clear, because it's very easy here. It's when it is encounter the break statement, it will just break out from the loop here. So Java break statement, here is another programs here that will input the value here, input the values, and when the number is when you input one by one the number here, you see this scanner class here, and it will enter a number here, and the true here, that means while it is remain true, the loop will execute and enter a number here, then input numbers, and if number is less than 0, then it will break. Otherwise it will just calculate here. So like say if the number is added here, like say 10, and then say 5, then say 20, then say minus say 1. So here the condition is that less than equal to if number is less than equal to 0, that means less than equal to or otherwise it is 0, then the loop will execute, loop will exit here, and it will add this number 10 plus 5 is 15, and then plus 20 will be I think 25, yeah. So let's print it out, this particular program here. I'll write one class here, break, again break example 2, and then public static void main, and in between this we'll put this the scanner. You just click here and import here. So here I need to define a variable here. What is the problem here? Oh, now there is no problem. Run it here. Now you see there, I'll just inputting the value, it will take on and on and on. Now when I'll put G0, then the loop will exit. You see this? So here, the if number less than equal to 0, if it is 0 or minus something, so it will just break that statement. So it will come out from the loop, and then it will print the value here. Now I think break statement is clear here. There is also a break in nested here. Then the break statements, here you see this, the nested here, the while loop, and then inside a while loop another while loop. If a break statement apply over here in this while loop, so it will exit from this while loop, not from this while loop. After exiting, then it come over here and then it will do something, and then if the condition is then again satisfied, then it come over here. So it will not exit from this loop, it will exit from this loop only. Okay, there is another type of break statement, that is labeled statement. Okay, now label is that you can just take your instruction, they take your the instruction to the points where you want that to be there. Like say here the condition is say here int I equal to 1, I less than 5, I plus plus, and then here it is a second this is the first here, first column, so this become the label. Okay, this is called the label here. So first label, and there is a second label here. So here j equal to 1, j less than 3, and j plus plus. So here I equal to, now it will print here, first time it will print 1, and then it will print j as 1 here. Okay, now here if I equal to 2, so here it is I equal to 2 not, here it is I equal to 1, so it will remain here, and then the next time it will print the j plus plus, so it will print I1 and j2 here. Now after that printing that 1 and 2, then it will goes to here, because j become 3, so 3 will not be executed, so it gets over here, and I become 2 here. So you see this, I become 2 here. When I become 2 here, and then it j equal 1 here, so it will print 1, it will print I is 2 and j is 1, and and then it will come here and check it out, I equal to 2. Yes, I equal to 2. Then it will break the to the first here, so it will come out from that loop. Let's check this program out. Okay, so what is the output here? I'll give the example over here, and okay, now let's run this program. So you see this here, it is I1 J1 I1 J2, and then when I2 here J1, then it will print I2 and J1, then it is break at first, so it will just break it out. Now if I'll do here break it second here, what will happen? See, the output is here. I'll just change that the break the second level. Now you see this, all the value will be printed here, because say when I equal to 2, so here when I equal to 1, it will print 1 J1 I1 J2. Okay, so here I1 and J1 I1 and J2, then I become 2 here, I2 J1, here I2 J1, when I equal to 2, then it will come back over here. That means here the second time the 2 and 2 will be not printed over here. You see this, the J is 1 here and 2 is 1, so it is only just break it out, and then it will again the I become 3, it I am not checked here, and 4 is not checked there. So the difference between the two labeled here. So this is the one label here. Now in the next instructions I will give the continuous statement. That continuous statements that skip the current iterations for a loop. Okay, like for while, do while loop, whatever the loop will be. So like let's I will just copy these programs here, the same programs. I'll just copy it and continue example. So you have seen that in the break statement here, you see this the break statement over here, and the break statements. So I'll just say run it here and say it will print only 1 2 3. It will print 1 2 3. But when I'll do this continue instead of break, what will happen here? What will happen? Let's see the output. So you see there's 1 2 3, but it will not print 4. When the 4 will encounter, it just continue and come back over here. So it will then the I become 5, then I5 will print it 6 7 8 9 10. So only that a particular part of the iteration I equal to 4 will not print it, and then it will come to this loop here. So this is the continuous statements, and these two statements are very important statements. Okay guys, so in this class we have completed the while loop, do while loop, break and continuous statements, and in the next class we will do the methods. Okay.